CIA staff made a suicide pact to resign if Trump fired Director GIna Haspel, former aide says. I love it. When you're dealing with the intelligence community, you're talking about people who have worked under 3, 4, sometimes 5 different presidents. They know how to ride out a bad term or two, and the last thing they're going to do is let someone just come in and shake everything up for a good time. CIA staff had a suicide pact, meaning that if she goes, they all go, to resign if Donald Trump fired Director GIna Haspel, a former aide to the president, told the House's January 6 Select Committee. Elisa Farrah Griffin said that the threat of a mass walkout stopped Trump from replacing Haspel with supporter Kash Patel, according to transcripts released by the committee in late December. Not only would this have been folly on Trump's behalf, this would have been a disservice to the CIA and the country at large for letting someone with no background in diplomacy, intelligence, or boots on the ground strategy to just come in and start swapping in yes men and people who drink the Kool-Aid. I will share one thing that I cannot confirm myself, but it's worth looking into, okay? Said Farrah Griffin, a former director of communications at the White House. She gave testimony in April 2022. It sounds like the beginning of a conversation where someone is about to tell you something you shouldn't be knowing. I have been told that they tried to fire GIna Haspel, the CIA director, and install Kash Patel, but GIna, who's a very savvy operator and an incredible public servant, already had what I call a suicide pact in place, she said. Basically, the entire intelligence community would walk with her if that happened officially, essentially, like decapitating the entire intelligence community. I love it. What we have to understand is a mass exodus of her and her people would immediately snatch the rug from under years, if not decades, of building some very delicate relationships with important people in very bad places. Haspel served as a CIA intelligence officer for 33 years before Trump appointed her as director in 2018, making her the first woman to hold that post. 33 years puts her back to the first George Bush. Presidents are just a blip in the timeline of an intelligence operator's lifelong career. They're just passing through. Trump wanted to nominate Patel as her deputy and then fire her to leave Patel in charge, Axios and Vanity Fair reported last year. I can't believe he underestimated this woman with 3 decades of intelligence under her belt, that she wouldn't see this setup. She's been playing chess, not checkers, for a very long time. According to Farrah Griffin's retelling, the White House went ahead with the firing, but backed down almost immediately. This ain't what you want. They were able to stop it, Farrah Griffin told the House Select Committee, but allegedly for about 14 minutes, Kash was actually the CIA director. 14 minutes. He didn't even get a chance to put his name on the door. There is no public record of Haspel being replaced by Patel. They didn't have enough time to type it up. Even for 14 minutes, Haspel remained in post until President Joe Biden took office, who replaced her with William Burns, the current director, which is a much more respectable transition for someone who gave over 3 decades to serving our country. You don't just try to backdoor and oust them. The committee published its 845 pages January 6th report in December, following an 18-month investigation into Trump supporters' attack on the U.S. Capitol. In its final public hearing, the panel referred Trump to the Department of Justice, recommending on criminal charges of conspiracy to defraud the U.S., conspiracy to make false statements, obstruction of an official proceeding, and inciting an insurrection. Something tells me they could have fit that in less than 10 pages. Try to bury the important details in a mountain of paperwork. Elsewhere in her testimony, Farrah Griffin said that Trump's compulsive tweeting made her role pointless. I could have told you that. I don't even work there. And called her former colleague Kelly McEnany a liar and an opportunist. Ouch, according to the transcripts released last month.